Just on the homeowner side of the meter pit is a smaller cast iron lid on a valve box, and this valve is called the stop and waste valve. This is the valve that the homeowner will operate in the spring when they turn the pressurized irrigation service on, and in the fall when they turn the pressurized irrigation service off. To access the valve, you just take a 13/16 socket or a 3/4 inch socket and put it on this bolt and remove the bolt. Take the lid off, and they all have, a lot of them have an extension on them that'll be sticking way up here where it's easy to access. And then all you have to have is a T-head wrench that you can purchase at Lowe's or Home Depot or any irrigation. Anybody that sells irrigation parts would have this wrench. And to operate this valve, to turn it off, it's just a 1/4 of a turn and to a hard stop. Now that service is shut off and can be winterized. Or if it's springtime and you're wanting to turn the pressurized irrigation service on, you turn it a 1/4 a turn counterclockwise to a stop, and now the service is turned on for the summer. Now if you come a little closer, one problem that we see often in the spring and the fall is the homeowner, when they operate this valve, they'll either turn the valve partially on or partially off, and if you listen close, you can hear that water bubbling up inside the valve. And when that happens, a lot of time the water user will think that they have a leak inside their system, when in reality all they would have to do is either turn that valve further on or further off to a stop, and then you'll hear that valve stop leaking. And once you're done operating the valve, you put the lid back on to keep any debris or things from getting inside the valve to make it inoperable. Tighten that bolt up. And that's it, you're done. As the city is going through and our contractor is retrofitting a lot of these services, another common thing that we're seeing is when the homeowner goes out to access their valve, they put their socket on this valve, and when they go to turn the nut, this whole valve box turns. If you can find something to secure this valve box while you twist that bolt, then you can get it right out. But if it starts to turn this valve box, don't keep turning it, because it will continue to spin until it spins all the way off. And that's all there is to operating your valve in the spring and the fall on these new metered pressurized irrigation services. They're not that much different than the old ones. Just remember, the stop and waste in the small valve box is the one that the homeowner will operate. The city will operate and maintain the metered connection inside the meter pit.